most babies, when they are coming out of the mother's uterus, irrespective of it being a surgical delivery or a vaginal delivery, they pass urine. Most babies may not pass urine within the first 24 hours to 48 hours. So this is not a point of concern, because whatever milk the baby is taking in the form of colostrum gets converted into urine only if it is very, very well hydrated baby. So let us wait for the urine to happen by its natural course. You need not worry about it. The second thing that all of us normally get worried is the first motion the baby passes. This motion will be dark green in color, and this motion will be very, very sticky, and it comes for a period of 24 to 48 hours. But in some babies it comes out en masse just once, and after that the baby will not have any motion. The third thing that will come to our attention would be, some babies will be having blue coloration of their nails as well as their the toenails as well as their fingernails, and sometimes they may have bluish coloration of the lips. So here the parents will have to ensure that the baby's temperature is adequate. How we ask the parents to check the temperature is, feel the baby's feet, feel the baby's palms, feel the baby's tip of the nose. If these three parts of the baby are warm, then the baby is of normal temperature and is maintaining the temperature adequately. If any of these three parts of the body is chill, that means the baby is having a cold stress, which means the baby is not being covered from the environmental temperature, and the baby is having trouble to maintain the 37 degrees centigrade. So that is why it is essential that the baby should be kept warm and should be kept covered and as close to the mother as possible. The next thing that can be of really a major concern would be the baby. When the baby is being fed, what happens? The baby will have a big tummy. Just before the next feed, the baby will have a totally flat tummy. Most mothers start feeling, oh, my baby is not having anything inside, what is happening? But the baby will not be crying. So should we have to wait for the baby to cry and feed, or should we have to have a timed feeding? Here, please understand, the baby is learning in this new environment. Inside the uterus, the baby had a complete flow of nutrients given without the baby asking for it. Now the baby is in a position to ask for nutrition when the baby wants nutrition. So that is why we will have to wait for the baby to demand for the feed. Like how it happens is, a hungry baby cannot sleep. A hungry baby will not be quiet. A hungry baby will cry and make the world know I am hungry. And if the baby is completely fretful and not quietening at all, even after a breastfeed, so what should we do? So always we will have to remember that when the baby is taking breast milk, it need not take only the milk, it can also gulp some air, and this air will have to be expelled. That is why we train the mothers as well as the fathers to burp the baby. If there is even a little bit of air in the intestine, even when the baby falls asleep, the baby will start wriggling on the bed trying to expel this air. So that is when we will have to carry the baby, put the baby on the shoulder and pat on the baby's back and make this air come out. So these are certain concerns that can really affect the rhythm, but we will have to remember, but these are normal processes that take place in the baby, and we will have to keep ourselves informed how to handle these little challenges so that we do not become anxious about the baby.